So before I start talking about everything in her little room, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. I'm not showing you my face today because I've been cleaning and I look not so nice, but this is more so a video to inspire you with decor ideas, not so much with organizational skills in a nursery because I'm not there yet. I'm still in the process of organizing things, and of course this room does not look like this all the time, not even 50% of the time, because I have a toddler and he comes in here and takes everything out. So just keep that in mind when you watch this video. I did style this room for aesthetics purposes, and of course I wanted to show you all of the cute decorations in here and kind of tell you where I got things, but just keep that in mind. So I'm going to start on this side. This crib I bought from Facebook Marketplace for $50. It is like, it doesn't have a drop side on it, which I don't really mind because it's kind of short. It does allow you to lower the bottom, but I thought $50 was a steal for that. It probably could stand to be painted. It's got some scuff marks on it, but I'm kind of iffy with painting baby cribs. I may eventually do that, but for now, this is fine. I don't mind this. And don't worry, I don't keep these in here when she's sleeping in here. Like I said, just for aesthetics. This bunny, actually, my husband gave me for Easter when we were teenagers. And then my mom bought Reese this little bear, and then this little bear is actually Cade's, but I thought it looked cute in here. And he has a million stuffed animals. So, and then this blanket with her name on it, I believe it came from Etsy, but my mother-in-law bought it, so I can't link a store or anything, but I believe it came from Etsy. And then, if you guys remember, this room used to be mine and my husband's bedroom. So this shelf my dad built for our bedroom, and I just put a bunch of cute little vintage things that I had on here. This is a music box, and I bought her years ago with the intention of selling her online, and she was so sweet that I just could not sell her. You wind her up and she spins and it plays music, and it's just darling. And these, you're gonna see several of these around the room. These are Bradley dolls, or they're also called big-eyed dolls. They are old. I'm not sure what the decade is. I'll look it up and put it on the screen, but I have several of these that I have collected over the years. And if you heard my babies, they're playing out there, so they're being kind of loud. But this one, she has a little stain on her dress, but she's really cute. I actually made her hat because the hat she came with was messed up, or she didn't come with one, and she had a big hole on her head, so I made her a little hat out of crepe paper. And then I just have some little kitschy things that I've collected over the years. This was a thrifted print, and something really interesting about this is my mom gave me that over there, which I'll show you in a minute. But I thrifted this one when I was doing her nursery, and I was like, it's the same picture. Like, it's from the same artist. It's the neatest thing. And then these are just some more little things. This was my mom's growing up. She's a music box as well. This is another Bradley doll. And then this is a little piece of art that my mom gave me. And then just a bouquet of dried baby's breath from our wedding. And then the moon, I actually made it out of poster board, and I looked at a design. I cannot remember the shop that I saw this from, but they had moons like this. So I kind of looked at their moon and kind of went by what their moon looked like. I made several of these, and I drew out a couple. I have one that I'm going to put in Cade's room eventually, but I just thought he was really cute, and I thought it was really sweet to put it right above her crib, kind of like the moon is watching over her while she sleeps. I thought it was a really sweet thought. And then just over here, I have a thing of books because Cade has a million books in his room and I needed overflow. So this was actually a album bin. Well, I think it's a magazine rack, but I used to put albums in it, and now I've got books in it. And then these cute little items, this cute little crib. When I was pregnant with Reese, before we knew she was a girl, I felt pretty confident that she was a girl. And I found this in a thrift store, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this because I feel like it's a girl. And if I'm wrong, if it's not a girl, then I'll just save it for another baby, or I'll give it to somebody. And of course, she ended up being a girl. And so I've held on to this for her little baby dolls. My mom actually got Reese this little bunny for Easter, so I just put her in there for the video. And this I thrifted, and I can't remember how long ago it was. It was after she was born. I thrifted it, and it's just so sweet, and I'm trying my best not to let my toddler break it because he takes it and he like throws it. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So usually I have these put up so that he can't mess them up because I don't want him to break them before she even gets a chance to play with them. But I have these out for the video. And then I found this recently at Goodwill. And she is just the sweetest thing. She has baby rabbits in her apron. And she's just so precious. So I keep her in Reese's room. And then I got this teddy bear recently at Goodwill. I'm not really the YouTuber that you go to when you want links for stuff because most of my stuff is thrifted. But it's just to kind of give you ideas of things that you can find for your nursery. This dresser, if you remember, this used to be Cade's changing table dresser, but it was too small for him. He had like a lot more clothes, and so I needed something longer. So he has a new one in his room. So I have this one in here, and I have not fully organized it. I'm on the hunt for a vintage cabinet to either keep blankets in or keep craft supplies in, something to free up this space. Because right now I have record albums in the second drawer and craft stuff in the bottom. And the top, I'm not going to show you because it's not nice and pretty. But I have diapers, wipes, pacifier clips, pacifiers, nail clippers, stuff like that. And then I also have a little bit of clothes up there. I need to get a changing pad for this. I have not done that as of yet. But it's all good because we have a changing pad in Cade's room, or I can change her on the bed. But I'm eventually going to get a changing pad for this table. And then I'm just going to move to this side. This corner might be my favorite corner in her nursery just because there's so many cute things over here. This accordion rack I used to have over my stove in the kitchen, and somebody on Instagram mentioned I should move it in her nursery and hang things on it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I put her hats on it. Right here is a little hat that she's almost grown out of. And then I hung this dress here because this is one of the prettiest dresses that she has. I just love how pretty and fruity it is, and the little velvet hanger. So I hung that here because I think it looks really pretty. And then this chair I bought from a local store that I love, that I go to all the time. And I saw it in her window when I was in the process of doing Reese's nursery. I saw it in her window and I was like, that needs to go in her nursery. It's so beautiful with like a curved back, and then the skirting on the bottom just makes this the perfect chair. And the lady that owned the shop was so sweet, and she let me pick out a pillow. So I picked out this pillow to go in it, and that pillow actually belongs on my bed, but my toddler brought it in here, so I just stuck it in the chair. But I'm in love with everything about this chair. And I like to think that one day when Reese is a teenager, should we use this chair and this table to get ready? I just think it's such a sweet thought, and it's just perfect. I will link the shop I bought it from. I'll link that Instagram down below. Then moving on to the dressing table, you guys also would remember this if you've been following me for a while. This was in our bedroom. We did not have room for it in our new bedroom because our new bedroom is smaller. So I just left it in here because it looks perfect in here. If you can tell, it contrasts with the wall color so perfectly. And it just adds the feminine touch that I wanted to my little girl's room. And so in here we have like the little pantaloon bottoms, we have hats and socks are in that drawer. And then in that drawer, I think I have bibs. And then that box down there has shoes, it has some toys, some more bibs, things like that in there. And then these drawers, I'm not going to show you because they're not very organized. But then I have this little jar of clip-in bows. The lamp is from Walmart. I've had it forever. And then somebody at my shower gave me this little hair bow stand, which I love. And so I've got some bows on this. And don't be fooled, this is not all of my bows. I will show you where the rest of our bows are. And then I just have some of my hats hanging on the wall because it just adds a little bit of something. And then here is another one of these kitschy little lambs that I have thrifted over the years. And I just put baby Q-tips. There are some letters in there from a letter board that I forgot are in there. I need to take those out before a child gets a hold of them. But there's little baby Q-tips. And then this I thrifted recently, little jewelry box. And she doesn't have much baby jewelry right now, but she does have this little bracelet that I got from Etsy when she was born. And I'm just holding on to that. And when she outgrows it, which she almost has, I'm going to put it in her baby box. So that is what we have over here. This right here is her bassinet, and she's completely outgrown this. I'm going to keep the basket out because it'll be good for like stuffed animals or stuff, but I need to break down the stand and store it away for the next baby, but I just have not had time as of yet to do that. This is not my favorite corner in here. I really want to paint this dresser like a mint green or a sage green color. I have not had time to do that as of yet, but when I do, I think I will like this more. But up here, I just have this little doll seat that I thrifted, that I've got another one of my Bradley dolls. These two Bradley dolls were the first two that I got, and this one actually is another music box. And then this music box came from my grandma. She gave it to me years ago. I hear a baby crying. She gave it to me years ago, and my grandma actually passed away last October, and I just hold on to this, and every time I look at it, I think of her. If you crank it up, it plays You Light Up My Life, and I think it just looks so sweet in here. And then this is just a battery-powered candle. I'll leave that shop in the description as well. And like I told you, that was not all of our bows. This basket I got at a thrift store and used it as an Easter basket last year, and I've got a lot more bows and turbans and things like that up there. So that's what we've got going on in this corner. Like I said, I'm not 100% happy with this, but it does the job for right now. All right, I'm having to finish this with a baby on my hips, so I need to hurry. But this picture, my mom thrifted. I think she might have gotten it at an antique store, I'm not sure. But she gave it to me for Reese's room, and this is the picture that directly matches the one over there. It's the same, it's not the same picture, but it's done by the same artist of the same subject. And I think that is just so incredibly sweet. The little girl just reminds me of Reese with her chubby cheeks and little chubby hands. And then down here, I just have a vintage lamp and then our sound machine. I can't keep a lot at arm's reach of my toddler these days because he gets into everything. And then down here, this is a very well-kept secret from my toddler. But this is a bookshelf with a lot more children's books and some of my books. And I just put this scarf over it to hide the fact that there are books back there. And so far, my toddler has not figured it out, and I've been able to keep it hidden. And I think it's still really cute. Adds a really cute element to her room. So that is it for her nursery tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe for future videos. And I hope this inspired you. If you are working on a baby nursery, it inspired you to look for certain items at thrift stores and things like that. And I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.